everybody. Just seeing if this Wi-Fi is going to work in my building now. Just trying it now before Sunday gets here and we do our live like normal. Hey, Mr. Ralph, I'm trying out. I run a Cat 5 cable to my shop out here to see if I could get my internet to be more reliable out here with the door shut. I just shut the door when I started it, and everything looking all right on your end? Looks good. Thinking about doing a live tomorrow. I'm adjusting my tripod. Thinking about doing a live at that auction tomorrow. Gonna see if any of y'all guys would be interested in that. If y'all thought that was a good idea or not. If so, I'll put a live up while the auction's going on. As long as I got enough cell service there to do it. Somebody else come in. Maybe they'll leave it, talk to us, and we can farm all. Hey, buddy. Hey, Warren Flood. How you doing? I was just checking my Wi-Fi in my building. I run a Cat 5 cable out here this week so I could try to get it more dependable in the building, especially with the door shut. The door's shut behind me now, and it seems to be working good. Any of y'all guys want me to do a live at that auction tomorrow? Thought about trying to put a live up while the auction's going on if there's enough cell service there to do it. Yeah, at the video I done last night was at the auction that's going. That auction takes place in the morning. It starts at 9 o'clock. And if y'all want me to, and there's enough cell service, I'll try to run the live the whole time it's going and the whole time I'm there, if I can. Y'all guys give us a thumbs up while you're in here. So this is mainly just a little test. No, they good. Actually, I talked to the owner of that company, and it's Rebel Auction Company. Actually, they on board with it. It's Eastern Standard Time Zone, Farmall. If I had to guess, it's probably 5 something right now here. 5:20, 5:30. No, hold on, let me look at my other phone. It's 5:31. Yeah, the guy that owns the company and all, I got in touch with them today to make sure that they was good with it and they good to go. He had actually seen my video on here. I don't know how he seen it, but it's 5:30 there too, Farmall. Yep. The sale starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not sure that I'll fire it up, that early, but I probably will. If y'all want to see it, I want to put it on. Let me grab me a drink. Yeah, if y'all want to watch it, I want to show it. I want to do whatever that. It's 5:30. Were you at 2, Warren? Yeah, this internet seems a lot better to me. What am I buying? It depends on how much GoFundMe I get set up tonight. I could probably scrape up, what, $4 or $5. It cost me 3 times that much in fuel to get there. I'm wanting a tractor. I like the way that Farmall C100 or 100C look the other day in that video. I like that tractor. We're just looking, you know, I'm not going to rush out and buy the first thing I see. But if we get there and, you know, you never know. But I'm not going to make a fast, rash decision because I have to live with that decision for a while. There's a bunch of equipment there, y'all. They got 3 very nice New Holland square belers. I can't remember the model numbers of them, but they look pretty much brand new. The paint's barely wore off anywhere on them. You know, on the pickup heads or in the chamber, anything. Them belers look pretty much new. They've got 3 or 4 of the collectors. Yeah, that Farmall, that 140 looks to be in good shape. And I checked it, all the, where the housing, the axle tubes and all bolted up. I checked all of them for cracks and and all the plows and all, everything was tight. The tractor wasn't wore out at all. That tractor was pretty solid, looked like. What else? They had a rock picker there. I saw the only other rock picker I've ever saw was on, I think it's DLH, his channel. I saw some of his videos. He was running a rock picker. Well, they got it there for them all, and I'll be willing to bet that thing's going to be dirt cheap here because I've never even seen one. Most people probably won't even know what it's for here. I wouldn't have known if I hadn't seen it on DLH's channel when he was fixing to field up the plant hay in it. Yeah, that's the only reason I knew what it was. So that'll probably be very cheap. Mr. David, I talked to him last night. I think his son's going to look at the square belers to put in their to hook to their bandit, their rebeller. I think that's what he's going to look at. And I called him to tell him about them enclosed trailers they got. But he's wanting 53 foot, and I think them's 45 foot trailers. There's tons of equipment. And one of my buddies went late yesterday afternoon and looked, and he was telling me that there was a lot more there than when I went. Several good-looking John Deeres they had too. I think it was 7230s or something like that. I think is the number that's popping in my head. Got a decent-looking Kubota. I think it's 100 horse. Showing good, you know, it's got a good amount of wear on it, but still not will make a solid tractor out of it. Your company has 48 and 53. Do they ever sell any of them, the used ones? If they do, Mr. David that bees in on Sunday night with us at Farming for Fun and Profit, he's looking for some 53s to put the square bales in. And Mr. David told me that they got a rebeller there. Unroller to unroll the round bales to do square. And I didn't see that when I went. I overlooked it somehow. So I'm interested in checking that out tomorrow too. Our water pump come in for the 574. It was way wrong. It wasn't even close to what we needed. It would have come closer to fitting my pickup truck than it did the tractor. $80 foot, 18 and a half high. Yeah, that would be hard to carry down the road. I'm fitting to move over here and sit down for a second. Y'all getting to see more of my junky build than I thought I would ever show y'all. And the live didn't cut off last Sunday, how it normally crashes about an hour. Last Sunday when I done it in the house, we didn't have no trouble with it. So maybe this Sunday everything will go good. We won't have no trouble out of it. Some of them new tractors we looked at, I showed on the video, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday. It's unreal how big them tractors are. I think it was a 250 or 255 Magnum that we got in. Shoot, the door was higher than my head standing beside it. Some very big tractors. Alright guys, well, I said the main reason I come on was to check the Wi-Fi out. And y'all telling me the Wi-Fi is working good in my building. So that's a plus. Maybe it'll go good Sunday night. And don't all y'all forget, you know, Sunday nights we do it, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I think y'all want to see the sale tomorrow. Hey James, how you doing? We're just checking the Wi-Fi out here in the building and see if it's working better now. And we're gonna try to do a live at the auction tomorrow. I asked earlier if y'all wanted to see the. Hey, my slice of heaven. Y'all guys give us a thumbs up if you would while you're in here. We got 6 people right this second and only got 2 thumbs up. Now 3. Show the auction. You want us to show the auction too, my slice of heaven? The auction's in the morning at 9 or 9:30. Yeah, my building's in rough shape in here. You was the 3rd. Oh, we up to 5 thumbs up now. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, the auction's, it's either 9 or 9:30 in the morning. And we'll, as long as there's enough cell service, I'll put it up. We'll put it and do a live right while the auction's going on. That way y'all can see what the equipment's bringing in this area compared to y'all's area, if y'all have sales like that. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Yeah, this shop here, me and my son built it last year ago. That auction will probably go, if I had to guess, to 12 or 1 o'clock. Just guessing now. I can't promise that I can do it that long because my battery probably won't hold up. But me and my son built this shop about 2 years ago. We poured our own cement, leveled it up, poured the cement, and then we built it off the cement and done it ourselves. There's not much auctions where I am. You go to a dealer or garage. We don't have no sales really around during the summer. But in the cold weather, like the off season, from now till February, probably, there'll be a right good number of farm auctions and stuff going on. There should be 5 or 7 that I should be able to get to go to maybe. Tell you about the gimbal. This is I bought this one at Walmart. Trying to get it where you can see it. It's a Steady Go, 3-axis. And I use my iPhone to do all my recording and lives and all. And I've got a 6 Plus that I use. The gimbal works real good. The only problem that I have with it is with my big phone, I keep all my phones in a OtterBox case so we don't break them and tear them up. And it won't balance with the case on it. That thing has to balance and sit. You know, when you put your phone in it, it has to balance. And you've got a slide that you can slide to balance it, and it will not balance with the case on it. You use your phone too, LG G6. Yeah, and that gimbal was like $100 at Walmart. I think I paid $25 or something for it on the clearance rack. So I couldn't say no at that price. I had to try it. But I bought a new phone over Black Friday when we were shopping. I bought another one to use. I don't ever tell nobody, Mr. James, exactly how many number of the head of cows we have. What I do tell them is my goal is to try to get about 350 head. And we still got a ways to go. We're a long ways from there. Last year we worked 115 to 120 acres of hayland. And that was a little bit too much for just me and my son, with only our old equipment that y'all see us using. So we cut it back to about 72 to 75 acres of hay this year. It's an old farming thing, you know. That's like asking how much money do you have. That's what a lot of old farmers say. I mean, I just don't. I never, almost anybody that I know in person, nobody that I know will tell you how many cows they have. I do see some guys on the internet say, you know, how many they have. And when the weather gets real bad, we've got way too many. When it does get cold and freeze up, it's hard to keep water to them sometimes. But I would really like to get to about 350 head. And you'll know when we're getting close, because we're going to have a lot more equipment. Because it's going to take a lot more to keep the hay and stuff to 350 head of cows. We do rotational grazing in some areas. The pens that I show y'all is the ones where people's house is not close to it, or they don't mind videoing. Most people around here don't want to be shown, or don't want nobody to see their car, or they don't want nobody to see nothing of theirs. So I try to be respectful to the neighbors and to the landowners that we rent land from or lease land from. So when I started making, doing more of the videos, I actually went to them and talked to them and explained what I was doing and got their opinions on it. And if they was totally on the other side of the fence, I didn't press them. I talked to them about it 2 or 3 times, but the ones that was, well, that sounds good, but then that was, I knew I could talk to them and get them to see my side of it. But I was going to do more videos of like the soybeans and stuff. But most of them tell me no. They don't want none of their stuff recorded or put out nowhere. So we have to, like I said, I just try to respect them. Good deal. See, I'm not doing it to hide nothing. I want y'all to really know that y'all seeing what there really is. There's not a whole lot of people near you. There's people around where we at, especially, because we've got the cows and the hay fields and stuff is scattered out. I don't like to travel too far. I don't like to have cows too far away from, of them getting out or tree tearing the fence down, that it won't take us too long for me to get to them. Because if you ever plan to do something, that's when they're going to get out. Anybody else got any other questions you want to ask me? Yeah, everybody calls them Black Angus. We don't have no purebred cows. We don't, but when you sell them, every cow that's black this day and time just about as want to be called Black Angus. But we have no purebred cows. All of ours is, what I call them, is just beef cows. But they have Angus in them, yeah. But it's funny if you go to the livestock sale and see where they're selling the cows. Like I said, if the cows got black on it, they trying to call it Black Angus now. And a bunch of the stuff that I be reading and watching on, that a cow cannot be Black Angus if it has white on it. And a cow can have white and be an Angus, but it has to have white. The white can only be on one of the udders, if I'm speaking correctly. I don't think so, Mr. James. We've been really toying with the idea also about doing the rabbits. That sparked up some attention on here when I made one video and showed them old rabbit cages and the automatic waters and stuff. Container man. But like it said, off-white Angus. Container man. Glad you made it in here too, buddy. But any of y'all think y'all will be able to, still in here, do y'all think y'all will want to see the auction go live in the morning? go see if it's too dark out here to see anything. It's too dark out there to see anything. But I think we got the internet solved out here in the building. I think we got that issue. You said that you can't call Black Angus Black Angus. No, I didn't say you can't call Black Angus Black Angus. I said that if you go to a livestock auction now, every cow that's black is called or considered Black Angus. That's what I was saying. And I said that we don't have any purebred cows. Ours is just beef cows. And most of them are black. I would like to get some red Angus too, though, I think. I like the way they look. I think the reds look good also. I think these are cattle companies fixing to get some reds in. Maybe tomorrow, I think he said. On his channel, and I saw that last night, or yesterday morning. So, well, I reckon I'm gonna get off of here, guys. So if y'all are around in the morning, and I got phone signal, I'm gonna try to do the live at the auction. And if I don't see you then, what about South Pole cattle? They thrive on grass. Yeah, well, let me touch that subject real quick about, you asked about the rotational grazing. We do at some of our pastures, we'll have it set up and broke up so when the cows leave it, that it'll be 4 or 5 weeks before they get back to that paddock that it was on. The main place that I show on here is where we have certain cows that would have issues or that have calving issues and stuff like that. And then one side of that place is where we keep some replacements and the heifers that we keep to join the herd. And once they get old enough and there's a young bull in there running with them, we do fertilizer, and we drag our pastures. We do fertilize it, lime it, and put potash on it, depending on what it needs. And that's kind of the reason why I'm not big on doing planting winter stuff in my place. And it's, a lot of people probably think I'm crazy for that, but I see it as, hey Alabama, hey Scott, I see it with the winter grazing. If I don't have enough hay, then I feel more obligated to plant it. But when I do plant it and add, fertilizer, whatever it needs to do better, the better it does, the more it's going to cost me in the spring to put that nutrients back to the pasture to carry them through the spring and summer. So to me, it's kind of like a double-edged knife or something. I walk a fine line with the winter grazing it for me and what works for us. Some of our pastures we drilled and we broadcast it and stuff, but the better the winter grazing does, the more money I'm going to have to spend every spring following that. Or that's how it works out for me. To get my pasture, get the ground back sweet where it needs to be, for the pasture to produce hay, to grass to keep the cows on. If that makes any sense to you. I think Scott done said hey to Scott, but if not, hey buddy, appreciate y'all stopping in. So y'all new ones, I was just testing out my Wi-Fi in the building. We run a Cat5 cable out here. Just check it out before Sunday. And if y'all want me to, I'm going to that sale in the morning, and I'll do a live while the auction's going, so y'all can see some of the equipment being sold and see what the prices of some of it's going for. And I talked to the owner that runs that sale, and he's good to go with it. Any 10-20s? I think so. I'm not 100% though. If you'll go to Rebel, the name of that auction is Rebel Auction. If you just put Rebel Auction in the Google search, it'll bring it up. And the sale that's tomorrow is in Darlington, South Carolina. They'll have a complete listing on their site. Alright guys, that was my boss lady shooting me a text, but appreciate all y'all coming in. I'm going to do a live in the morning from the auction if I have enough cell service. I hope to see you then. If not, I'll be doing a live again Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, like we do every Sunday night. Y'all guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you just as quick as we see you. Have a good one.